love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me and Mo, and we're back with a new episode of Since You Asked. Let's get right into it. First off, I would like to start off by saying, Mo and Keisha, you are such amazingly beautiful and talented women who give me life every single week. Keisha, I'm a playwright, poet, and short story writing, so it's amazing to see author, hardworking black woman author. Thank you so much. Okay, so here's my dilemma. About 6 years ago, I started dating this guy. He was my first everything. Our relationship was very lovely at first, but then once we had sex, I noticed a change happened. He would be late for dates, sometimes 6 hours late picking me up. Didn't I just talk about how respect starts from the beginning? He would flat out stand me up. I started to feel forgotten, and it not only took a strain on our relationship, but how I felt about myself. He wouldn't text or see me for 3 weeks at a time. The straw that broke the camel's back was when he started expressing sexual desires for my best friend of many years to my face and in front of other people. Another situation happened where I hadn't seen or heard from him for weeks, and then me and him happened to be at the same event, and he bumped into me like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, I was never in a relationship. What made you think y'all was together? Okay, but I'm gonna continue on. Like I was a fucking old friend from back in the day.
It's not funny.
That's it. You know, with the anger, how you doing? Shit, bitch, I know you was gonna be here. Girl, the same day I told her we need to break up for a minute. So, girl, y'all was never together for you to break up with him.
He like, what?
We together. Okay, let me start off. The same day I told her we needed to break up for a minute so we could both figure out where this went through. Wrong. Stop making me laugh.
Stop making me laugh.
I gotta drink some water. This is ridiculous. Okay, for real, this time.
We can't.
The same day, I told him we needed to break up for a minute so we could both figure out where this went wrong and how or if we should fix it or let it go. During this time, I was interning at a writing organization. I met this guy. I met him before me and my boyfriend broke up. He was really sweet, and we immediately hit it off as friends. We each thought the other was attractive, but didn't act on anything because I'm a faithful woman. While me and my boyfriend was broken up, me and my friend had sex. At this time, me and my boyfriend had sex in 7 weeks. Even though I was spending many nights by his house, he still didn't touch me. You knew he was fucking somebody else. Like, he didn't even want to fuck you. Like, damn, that's, ugh. That'll do a lot to a person's self-esteem. It really will. God damn, he wasn't even fucking you. God damn.
That hurt my heart.
Yeah, like, ooh, he ain't even like you no more. Like,
somebody didn't be like that.
I know, that's why I'm like, damn, cuz. The sex was great and just what I needed. Eventually, after having some time apart, me and my boyfriend decided to give our relationship a second chance. Just quick backstory, me and my boyfriend at the time said that if we were ever broke up and got back together, we would not discuss anything that happened while we were single.
That was his idea.
Even though we had this agreement, it killed me that I had this secret, especially since I later found out that the friend I slept with and my boyfriend knew each other through the writing world. One day I decided to be honest with my boyfriend and tell him that I did have sex with someone else while we were together, and he blew up. Asking how I could do this to him. He was supposed to be the one and only, blah, blah, blah. He broke up with me and went to friends I had, people in the writing community, and random people, and told them I cheated on him with a friend. He allowed his friends and people that I don't even know to call me a hoe and other terrible names. I was so heartbroken. After all the fighting I did for our relationship, all the disrespectful shit he put me through, I put myself on a silver platter and he lied on me. I had to clear my name for 2 whole years, and I still have people apologize to me about judging me based on his lies, but still most people believe what he has said because they don't know the truth. I'm still extremely upset by this, and I want to confront him and read him for filth. But I feel the situation is so far removed. This all broke in 2013. I don't want to look like a bitter ex. What should I do? Please help. Girl, leave the man
Let
alone.
this shit go.
Girl, you need to
And
be...
fuck them. People gonna find something to judge you about any goddamn
People
way.
gonna talk about you every day of your motherfucking life till you die, and even then they gonna talk about you. You need to be more concerned with why you thought you was in a relationship with somebody that didn't talk to you for weeks at a time, did not fuck
Hopefully
you for weeks
you've
at a time.
grown a whole lot since then, because
I don't think she has.
How
Cause she
old
still
are you?
want to cut somebody off for some shit that happened damn near 3 years ago.
you have to stop assuming that you're in a relationship, because y'all do relationship type
Dr.
shit.
Valentino to the OR, please. Dr. Valentino to the OR.
Have to. Until it has been agreed upon, or somebody signed off on it.
And even with that being said, even if he did look at you in your face and say, you my girl and I'm your man,
If you ain't acting as such,
how your man gonna be able to disappear on your ass for weeks at a time and then have you come over his house for days straight, don't even touch you for 7 weeks?
Y'all do right first of all. Niggas ain't going.
No 7 weeks without fucking you. Unless he got something or he fucking somebody else. And it's probably both. Knowing his ass. Ew. Like, no. And the other thing is, you ain't have to tell that nigga shit about what you did while y'all was not together. That was dumb. I don't give a fuck if there was somebody he knew. That ain't none of his damn business. He wasn't telling you about what the fuck he was doing while he was with your ass.
Right.
You ain't have. You
He
want
ain't tell
obligated
nobody
to-
about it. I already know what type of nigga he is. He one of them motherfuckers that want to come off as he this wholesome ass guy and I'm
He
good
that,
and I do this. Yeah.
spoken word, and I said to the other person to come as she was because my heart said that I love you. Speak like man, speak like man. And all them bitches at the poetry house about to take their panties off, and all y'all dumb. Girl, no. Bye for nigga. Next question. Let us know what happened, oh girl. Hey Keisha and Mo. Girls that's writing us this. They sent us 2 different questions, but it's the same girls. Hey Keisha and Mo, we would like to stay anonymous. It has officially been 1 whole year since we last talked to our former best friend. To start off, we've known each other our entire lives, but our friendship developed more when we were teenagers, but that all went downhill when she got a boyfriend who's a bum that couldn't keep a job and was still living with his mother at 27, and she was 19, living with her mother and her other relatives. We don't like to judge because of our financial situation, but we don't like him because we felt he was not good enough for her, and we have our reasons. Anyway, they dated for about a year, and he made it clear from the start that he never liked us and vice versa. But we were respectful because of our friend's relationship, but the respect wasn't reciprocated. We know this because he's willingly came into my house and never spoke, but his girlfriend always apologized for his actions or made him speak. He's jealous of our friendship. We know this because he has on multiple occasions tried to hook us up with his other bum-ass friends and would get mad if we weren't interested. No matter where we went, he always tagged along, which caused our good day to be a dull day. Even when he didn't hang out with us, he will call all of our phones until he got in contact with her, LOL. Ain't no way. He has even come to my house in the middle of the night looking for her, and another time he popped up at my job, which I was at all day, asking did I know where she was at. Girl, but that was probably about level 10 of disrespect, but the level of disrespect finally reached 100 when I went upstairs for about 20 minutes, and when she left, I'm not gonna say her name, came back, they were fucking in my house on my couch while my mom and grandma were upstairs. I told them to get out my house. I also need to mention that he stayed over one night, and when my mom woke up, she was surprised that he was there. Let him know to his face it's okay for you to be over here when the girls are chilling in the house, but staying overnight is unacceptable. He looked her dead in the face and said, yes, ma'am. She eventually came back to my house, and she acted nonchalant about it, thinking we weren't going to confront her, which we did. She proceeded to tell us that she was grown and she could do what she want, when she want, where she want. She knew she wasn't wrong and proceeded to argue that the blank had disrespected her family when she gave her mother a piece of cheesecake and not the rest of the household. She also said that we were jealous of her and her bum-ass boyfriend because we weren't having sex yet. So, Keisha and Mo, we have already handled that situation. However, we want to know what y'all would have done. Girl, y'all kids, apparently y'all 19 years old. That's a bunch of foolishness. Hopefully y'all not friends with this little heifer no more. I don't know why her niggas always at y'all house and around y'all. That's just way too much. Why he even was comfortable enough to be coming to jobs and calling phones and shit. That's just way too much. What y'all need to realize as far as friendships and relationships is to not get so invested into your friends' relationships and keep that shit separate from your relationship with your friend. Because the older you get, you're gonna have friends that you're not gonna like their boyfriends. That's a part of life. Monique ain't like my boyfriend, I ain't like none of her boyfriends. But I don't give a damn about all that extra shit. I still love her. She's my main concern. So long as he ain't whooping her ass and you know all the extra shit, I don't give a fuck what they do over there. And vice versa. I keep that shit separate.
But just listening to that, because I've heard it probably in the last 3 videos, that going to people's job, stop laughing at this shit. That's a serious matter. When whoever, if it's a female doing it to a dude or a dude doing it to a female, all that checking up shit and popping up at people's jobs and houses and shit, like all that extra, that's not cute. That's how motherfuckers get burned and shit, get acid thrown on them, insecure ass niggas. It's not cute. Stop taking that shit lightly.
Okay, next one. Hey Keisha and Monique, my name is Q, and I like to say that I love everything about you guys. I love your sense of humor, advice. I almost always agree with what you're advising and or be thinking what you say to the writers, friendship and etc. So here I am writing for information. You may or not consider this as a question for camera, and either way is fine with me as long as you respond. As you see from this title, years ago, my friend's 11-month-old daughter went missing after she left her daughter in the care of her father. Here's a link so you guys will know I'm being truthful and I'm not just some crazy person making up a story. We even wrote her favorite rapper Lil Boosie while he was in jail, but we didn't do it for handout. She just wanted to let him know to keep his head up in someone's situation always worse than yours. Boosie contacted her back saying he was going to help her out, but with his own thing going on, he has not had the chance to get back in touch. Here's a link of Boosie talking about it. This ordeal has been a nightmare for many years for my friend, who's tried different tactics to get the father to reveal information of the whereabouts of their daughter. So she even had sex with him, which resulted in her getting pregnant with the second child, in which the state of Florida took and placed up for adoption. Fast forward to 14 years, my friend has decided to write a biography, which with my help, so I guess it's a
autobiography.
My mouth. Of her life of hell. She's attempted to do so prior to this, but as you may imagine, it takes a toll on her. She will write a little bit at a time. I started contacting publishing companies, and they told me I needed an agent to present the book to them for publishing. So I'm inquiring with you to see if you could advise me of any agents that would be interested in this book titled Imagining Her Home. Her story is a lifetime movie waiting to happen at the least. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, Q.
I actually know somebody that just started something, and she does the whole mentoring program and everything. So,
give her the information.
The name of the publishing company is called Nuance Publishing, and her name is Angie Renee. And you can find her. She has I think her personal page and her her company's page, like her, because she does a lot of shit. I can't even think she's been doing these videos now. Just look up at Angie Renee. At Angie Renee on Facebook, and she's on Instagram as Set Apart Ange, I think. But Angie
I'll
Renee,
link all the information down below when the time the video come out.
I'll just send it to her, and then you can contact her.
Just keep on writing, and even if that situation doesn't work, you can always do queries to different agents and stuff to get you an agent. And also you can go the other route where you can try to get a deal through, like, instead of a major publication, like mom and pop publications that are, you know, privately owned, black owned or whatever. You can always go that route, and you don't need an agent. Go to different publishing companies websites, and they will let you know their submission guidelines on whether or not you need an agent or you can submit yourself. Okay, next question. Hey Keisha and Mo, you guys are awesome. Anyway, here is my situation. I work for a prestigious law firm in the Heights area Recently, for a work project, a few of my coworkers and I traveled to Montana. I really enjoy my coworkers except for one. Her name is Vivian, and she is loud, rude, and she pushes her opinions on everyone. I think she is vile. Vivian has a husband and 2 kids. I found out on the trip that she was cheating on her husband with another married coworker of mine named Jason. I found this out because I got up in the middle of the night in the hotel because I wanted to swim, and I saw her making out with Jason topless in the hotel pool. I was shocked and I left. Anyway, Vivian is an avid Donald Trump supporter and constantly spewing racist remarks. She disguises it as jokes. For example, she's always making Obama her birther jokes. No one says anything because she has seniority and has worked at the company for a long time. They laugh at her cruelest jokes. I'm uncomfortable and try to leave when she is around, but I cannot since this is a group project. Last week at a meeting, I was so fed up that I rolled my eyes at her during another one of her tangents. She caught wind of this and asked me what was my problem. I told her that I did not have a problem with her. I had a problem with her shoving her opinions on everyone. She called me a sad menopausal sack and told me to leave. I took her advice and tried to leave the room. I grabbed my coat, and as I was walking out the room, she said, "No wonder you don't have a man." This set me off, and I absolutely lost it. I got up to the door. Before I turned around, I shouted, at least I don't need to fuck married men like Jason to be fulfilled, you rude, nasty slut. Everyone loudly gasped, and I left. I made a wonderful salary, and I am scared I will be fired. I have never yelled at someone like this in my life. I lost it. I feel bad. I felt like my anger was pent up until then. Should I apologize? What should I do? XOXO. This is more up your alley. I don't know nothing about their work life.
You know what? That's a bit much for anybody. What kind of place?
File a grievance on her ass before she filing on you.
It just depends on the laws there, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's some Republican shit for you, though. I ain't got nothing against the Republican Party at all. And, you know, like, people like that, then here's the thing. Either you gon', if you're still there.
Yeah.
This is the 8 hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what the hell gonna happen. So if you are allowed to keep your job, then you need to decide if you're going, because nothing's going to change. And this is just me being in the corporate world. When you get with them people and they feel comfortable to say shit like that, that means that nothing's going to, I mean, shit. Privileged. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, white privilege is a motherfucker.
Chances are that you probably are going to be fired.
And if you are fired, bitch, from this day forward, you keep a record of everything. Anything that you can like keep a record of. Yeah. So you can get your unemployment or be able to file a lawsuit against their asses for racist remarks, making you feel uncomfortable in the workplace, for the shit that she said to you. Yes, honey. Like I said, put a paper trail of everything. Because that bitch got to go. Vivian is a mess.
Because she just got seniority and ain't like she own the damn place. So you might still be there. But, I mean, if she feel comfortable, she been doing this shit. She been doing it. That's why, I mean, she got seniority and she feel comfortable enough to say that shit. She's been saying the shit. And not only is she saying this, she's saying it with the other motherfuckers that's around her. Because you ain't getting ready to just spit out no stuff that's straight up rude and racist unless it's some like-minded individuals around your ass. Get fired, be looking for something else. That's not a comfortable work environment.
Yeah. You know what happened? Next question. Dear Keisha and Mo, let me say up front that I think you're both amazing women. Keep up the great work. So this story is sort of long, but I'll get right to it. After about 4 months ago, my husband's cousin / best friend, we'll call him Chris, comes over to the house in obvious distress. After we calm him down, I send the kids to bed early. We ask him what's going on because he's known for being calm and collected. So for him to be like this, it has to be something big. After gathering himself, he finally says, my wife, we'll just call her Janet, has been cheating on me. I found some texts on her phone and that were inappropriate at best. He continues on saying that when he asked her about it, Janet claims that she has her work husband. I decided that this conversation was not for my ears and excused myself to bed. 3 hours later, my husband comes to my bed saying that he offered him the guest house. Above our garage to stay for as long as he needed. I said that it's fine. I have no issue with it, seeing as though Chris and my husband work right across the street from each other. After about 3 weeks, my family has decided to take our yearly vacation to Disney World. We didn't want to leave him at the house by himself, so we offered to take him with us for the week. After that, checking in, I introduced him to my family. Everyone hits it all fine, including my newly single cousin. We'll call her Alexis. Alexis is newly single after a bad breakup with her boyfriend of 6 years. So during the vacation, Alexis and him being the only single ones there with no kids, they hit it off and started to take pictures together at the park, at the resort bar. Nothing considered bad or inappropriate, just regular group pictures. After we got back, I got an unexpected visit from Janet. My husband and Chris were at work and my kids were off at day camp. She asked to speak with me. I said, sure. She then went off and said that I should be ashamed of myself for thrusting my cousin upon him, and that as a wife, I should have known better. This all caught me off guard, and I told her she should speak to Chris. What you guys have going on is between you two. I left her on the porch and went back inside. I called my husband and he called Chris. They still aren't together, but now she's going around telling everyone at church and even my in-laws that I'm breaking up a happy home. They all know that these are lies. But am I wrong? Should I have done something, or is she crazy? Eagerly waiting for your reply. Thanks. Monique. I thought this was going another way, but yeah.
I did too, girl.
I thought he was going to say
you went up to that guest house.
I thought he was going to try to hit on you or something.
I would not be worried about her telling nobody nothing. She broke up her happy home. And anybody that knows me knows better than to do some shit like that, especially when I know the real. Because you ain't getting ready to keep on rubbing my name in no dirt, and I know that your ass is the one that was out. That your husband was sleeping in my guest house because you the one that was fucking around. So if you want to spread some stuff out in church, that's just me being petty. Because we can do this if you want to. That's all up on her. You didn't thrust your cousin up on her husband. She pushed your cousin up on her husband.
Yeah. But eventually, his cousin does need to go. I mean, he can't stay there forever. He needs to figure out what the fuck he's gonna do with that situation. And if he's gonna leave her, then he needs to leave and get his own little place and whatever.
Like you told her, that ain't whatever y'all got going on.
Nothing to do with us.
It's y'all business.
Yeah, you were right by exiting the room when he was telling his, your husband everything. So I feel like you're handling the situation well. But at this point, it is time for him to decide what he's gonna do. Is he gonna go home or leave her and get his own place?
Get this situation up under control, because no way should she be coming to
y'all house
about a damn problem.
Yeah, he gotta go at some point, because that ain't none of y'all issue and y'all don't want to be caught up in that mess. It's just too much. So keep on doing what you're doing, but have a talk with your husband about a date of when he's going to be exiting stage left.
Right.
And I would have a conversation, if anything, with your cousin, your family, to tell her what's going on. And I don't know if y'all gonna start talking, but be wary of what's going on, because it's a lot to be dealing with somebody that is married in a relationship, even though they may be separated or about to have a divorce.
Right.
Just so she's clear on what's going on. And then after that, move on and keep yourself out of it. So let us know what happens. Next question. Hey Keisha Mo, first of all, sorry that email is so freaking long, but I just wanted you guys to get the full picture. You can call me Lorenzo, by the way. I thought that I knew what love was, but I really didn't until I thought I finally found the one. I opened myself up, something I normally don't do, but he broke my heart. It really took me a minute to get myself back together. I later found myself a rebound. We dated for a few months. I wasn't really feeling it, but he had some coins. So yeah, after a while, I realized that it was stupid just to stay for the free gifts, trips, and meals, because I had my own, and not to forget to mention the sex was really whack. It ended, I got really sick, but the doctors didn't know what I had. Oh Lord, I was losing weight like crazy. Couldn't do too much because I got really tired really quickly. I didn't have an appetite. After 6 months of hell, I was officially cured. Thank God for that. I kind of lost my game in those months, right? Because I just knew that was about to go left. I kind of lost my game in those few months of being sick because I'm a Leo, and we got game.
God.
Laugh out loud. That's why I'm sending you guys this email. A few weeks ago, I started talking to this guy. He was kind of cute. So I was like, just let me go with the flow, because I needed to get my feet wet again in this whole dating game thing. After talking for a bit, I came to find out he had just broken up with his boyfriend. Oh Lord, don't do it, Bernie. With his boyfriend, because the boy cheated on him. Then I just stopped talking to because in my mind I was like, let me cut this shit off, because I don't want to be nobody's rebound. We kept talking, and my friends told me just give it a chance. Yeah, chance. And see where it goes. Really don't know if that's such a good idea because of the rebound thing. And mind you, his ex still want him, so I don't want to be in a messy situation at the moment. We are still talking, but I don't know I should give it a go or not want to do. You guys think?
What do you guys think?
Girl, I'm all over, girl. I'm tired of reading. Okay. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, let me tell you guys that you are great. Keep being great and inspiring people. God bless you guys, and a lot of love from Europe. Thank you.
Yeah.
Overseas, bitch. Don't do it. Leave it alone. They gonna get back together.
Yeah.
Save yourself the heartache. Don't listen to your friends.
And then, you see how they rebound? Somebody in the rebound came to you. Look at karma.
Yeah. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, leave that shit alone.
I have an email from the girl that sent us in the questions about how she didn't want to get braces, so she went the extreme route of having all of her teeth removed and having to wear dentures. She was engaged. Her fiance didn't know she had dentures. He accidentally threw her dentures away in the McDonald's bag. She left for 2 months because she was afraid of telling him the truth, and she wanted to know how should she tell him. We gave her advice, and now she has responded. She said, "Hey, Keisha Mo, I finally broke down and told him. I took off work and went home to make dinner and surprise him. When he got home from work and he saw me in the kitchen in my lingerie, he didn't look surprised or happy. He just said, 'What's up?' I told him that I'm sorry and told him everything that I hid, and he was pissed. He yelled at me and said, 'You had me in here crying. Oh, you had me in here crying and worried all this time thinking I did something wrong over some fucking teeth.'
Told you.
He did.
Don't give a fuck. He didn't care.
He then told me that the only reason I would be so scared of us falling apart over something so little is if I would leave over something little. He slept on the couch for about a week while not talking to me. Then he said he would pay for it. We told you he was going to pay for this shit. I had my measurements and color selection done, and I'll be getting my veneers next week. That's the only good thing. Wait a minute. That's the only good thing, though. We're slowly communicating and getting back to ourselves, but it's taking a while. He's sleeping in the bed with me again, but only to sleep. He watches TV until around 10:30, then gets in the bed, gives me a peck, and puts his leg over mine. Girl, he love you. I know he still loves me, but
He bought them high-ass teeth.
girl, he ain't going nowhere. Them teeth is his until return to sender. But what can I do to speed this up a little bit? It's killing me that he's just said, you can't, you was wrong. You left that man for 2-some months, girl, without no kind of explanation. He has every right to be mad.
Do you know?
Girl, deal with that shit and continue to be nice and love up on that nigga.
Right. Don't be speeding up nothing. Just be glad he's still there.
And to be glad he in the bed with you. Girl, that motherfucker love your ass. That little leg thing is the how they get back. They start with the leg. They put the leg on your
Then the third leg comes.
Then you gonna put that dick on your back one night. This gonna be all over. But girl, yeah, that nigga love you. Gonna get them teeth. Girl, send us a picture of the teeth when you get them, girl. I'm just like, I'm ready to see them. I'm so happy for you. We told you. We told you he was gonna pay for that shit. So happy for y'all. Send us pictures when y'all get married or the kids and shit.
He probably over like, girl, you hear me over here thinking your ass.
Girl, that left me for somebody else. Hi, Keisha and Mo. My sister and I are writing you, and the topic of discussion is our mom. We both live at home with our mother, and we help take care of our grandmother, who also lives with us. Blank is currently working part-time and looking to go back to school, while I just graduated high school last year and looking to further my education as well as looking for employment. Our mother seems to think that we both should get jobs and help pay bills, which we don't mind doing, but that is all she expects of us. We tried on numerous occasions to have discussions with her about our future plans, but she's just nonchalant about them. Also, everyone around us that we've asked for an opinion says we're lazy and ungrateful because our mom still works and helps provide for us. Now, don't get us wrong, we are willing to help, and when we can, but that doesn't seem like it's enough for her. What she fails to realize is that we are trying to get better jobs to save money and further our education so we can have careers for our future to avoid being stuck in the same position as the rest of our family. It has even gotten to the point where my mother has stolen money out of my sister's wallet because she felt like she owed her. We keep the house clean, cook dinner, and we help out money-wise when we can, but nothing ever satisfies her. We are trying to better our financial situation so we can move out, but we're having hard times finding decent jobs that pay well, but being young with very little experience makes it harder. We don't have any support or anyone to ask for help. All we get are speeches about how they did it when they were our ages, etc., which we know isn't entirely true due to the fact of my mom party stories. We are respectful young women who staying out of trouble with no kids. Our main frustration with her is being reminded every day of the sacrifice she's made for us. She says we don't owe her anything, but when she mentions everything she does for us, we can't help but feel like she thinks we owe her. My sister has a history of depression and anxiety, not just based on this, but it has affected her a lot. I, on the other hand, believe I'm developing anxiety because of all the stress, but doesn't matter to my mom because she believes we don't have much going on to be stressed. Anyway, what would you do if you were in this situation? Do you agree everyone else that we have confided in? Your mother had issues that ain't got nothing to do with you. Your mother should not be making you feel like y'all owe her something because she decided to lay down and have y'all. Those are decisions she makes. It seems like your mother's low-key jealous of y'all because y'all want to do better for y'allselves and she ain't do better for herself. And she's kind of like taking that out on y'all. And she's using y'all for a motherfucking Bank of America to help pay for her lifestyle and her household. I do feel like since y'all still do live with her, y'all should be helping now that you're out of school, you know, to help transition into you getting your own shit. But at this point, I would be working my hardest to try to find me a decent job enough so that you and your sister can move out and get y'all own the spot.
Yeah, that's what y'all need to do.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask, like, if you're trying to further your education, why did you guys not try to like go away to school or something? Maybe you didn't want to, but y'all definitely need to get up out of their house.
And you know, just let what your mama say go in one ear out of the other. You have to learn how to channel and tune people the fuck out. You and your sister need to work on this anxiety and depression issues that y'all got going on. Don't even claim that shit over your life. And if you need to, seek medical attention for it. Get you some prescriptions. Don't, because I know in black communities, they think that, you know, depression ain't real and that shit, anxiety ain't real. It the fuck is, and you might need a pill to help it. So deal with it and be working on moving out your mother's house. Next question. Hey Keisha, I want to start by saying I love your YouTube channel. I know it can be stressful, but thanks for taking the time to put in good work. Thank you so much to keep me laughing, ready for your opinion on these shows. My question to you is that I've been thinking for about a year now to write my own book using my own journals. I started a few pages, but I got stuck on how to set it up to make it flow, if that makes sense. Also, are there any tips on how to keep it from being a drag on read? If you can help, thanks so much. I include a sample. Hope you can read my writing. I just grabbed my notebook and got to writing. I have a whole video on my channel about how to become a published author. Go and check it out. It has all of the information you need, and Google is your best friend when it comes to writing. You just have to write, be different from everybody else, believe in your work, and just get it and put it together and put it out there. Love you. Hope the information works. This is about to go out, so that's why we're hurrying up. We love you. If you have a question, send it to since-you-ask1@gmail.com. If you have an update, send it as well, and make sure to say if you want to remain anonymous. Proofread it before you send it, and space. Love you all. Bye. Bye. Woo!
This is a Chucky Beat production.